A leaked two-page memo obtained by Politico reveals that the Republican arm of the Senate thinks candidates should really get into Snapchat. So this memo actually revealed that because Snapchat has gotten to about 8 billion views a day, that candidates should actually start utilizing it as much as they do Facebook, Twitter, and social media. As a matter of fact, the National Republican Senate Committee has already been active on Snapchat, and last year released a series of Snapchats directly attacking Jason Kander, who is a Democratic challenger for the Missouri Senate. We have some of those clips right now. Let's take a look.
For the right price, he'll say or do anything.
Except stand up for Missouri.
The pandering panda!
So, I mean, that happened.
Is there anywhere I can download that song? Is that available for download?
You can go on YouTube. There's,
Okay.
yeah. So what I found interesting about this is that the NRSC, when they saw that footage, their response was impressive. So, and they actually want to purchase more ads on Snapchat in that capacity.
That was successful.
Oh yeah.
Was it?
That was a successful campaign.
I think this is a bid for Republicans to kind of say, well, the youngins, they're really into the Snapchat. We better get on that train, right? Because,
Yeah.
you know, you look at somebody, okay, you look at, let's say, some Democratic candidates for president, okay? Bernie Sanders specifically, even Hillary Clinton. They do great on social media, and you know, their team is very active. You go on Reddit, for example, all they're talking about is Bernie, 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 Bernie. They don't even have to try. But a lot of the Republicans, on the other hand, their supporters, even their own campaign people, they're not too social media savvy, and then they'll put out what I see as some crappy ass panda Snapchat, and they're like, "Good job, yeah."
Well, I mean, that clip alone, of course, is quite silly. But I think if you're going to get into the ideological aspect of it, or just what you think is valid in terms of reaching people, Snapchat's no more or less crazy than Facebook or Twitter or anything like
Do you have
that.
a Snapchat?
I don't have a Snapchat. I think that's one of the reasons why I personally think it's silly. I'm like, why would you use Snapchat? But it's not. I mean, it's really not that absurd, especially if you're trying to reach millennials. I just think the way to go about it. I mean, it's the memo. It details the different ways that you can reach people. For example, giving people a behind-the-scenes look, like showing where candidates eat, what they do before an event, cheering for a sports team, this kind of stuff that we've always seen in the past, but there's this added bit of making sure that it's under 45 seconds, because that's the only way that people are going to read or watch the whole
I'm
footage.
at a sports game. I'm cool.
Yeah,
That kind of
exactly.
thing.
I mean, it's basically doing what they've already done, but just fitting it into this specific medium.
And it's a great medium, like you said. What, 8 billion views? That's nuts. That is unreal. And you're on the homepage of Snapchat. I also don't have a Snapchat, but all my friends do, so I'm always looking at it. And you're on the homepage, and you have Washington Post, CNN, BBC. They're all on there. So you're right. It's not weird to see presidential, or not even presidential candidates, but anything political on Snapchat. Not weird.
Yeah. I mean, I am curious as to whether or not, for example, the pandering panda, if, millennials are watching that being like, I haven't been that politically involved, but now this guy really
sucks.
I don't want to do that.
Pander told me so on Snapchat.
So we'll see.
Get outta here,
We'll see how candidates continue to utilize social media to get their message out in a snap.